Hi, so I'm Steve. Welcome to my guitar journey. This is my first vlog playing the guitar, or trying to play the guitar, as you'll see shortly. A little bit about myself, guitar wise. I had a brother bought a Stratocaster when I was about 10. We used to sneak in and try and play and fiddle with it, and then never touched one again until COVID. And near the end of COVID, I got a little acoustic. It's only a cheapy thing. Tried playing that a little bit. Then we set wheels in motion to move to Portugal, so it sort of got dropped because we were busy doing a lot of other things. And it's one of the things I've always wanted to do. I've always sort of had this thing in the back of my mind that I wanted to play guitar. A lot of the music I listened to, younger years, Shadows, a real mix of music really, from soul, Shadows, Queen, Led Zeppelin early on, to just about anything really. If I like a song, I like the song. It doesn't matter who it's by. I don't really bother about, don't like that band, they're not in fashion or whatever. If I like it, I like it. A lot of Dire Straits, as people do, Eagles. Yeah, real sort of range of music really. One of my sort of favourite sort of guitarist was Peter Green, from Fleetwood Mac early days. And then he went on to do his own little splinter band and things like that. And yeah, sadly passed. But yeah, his music sort of lives on. Albatross, Man of the World, quite a lot of other stuff you've probably heard anyway. So yeah, so that's the sort of thing I'm into. And then just recently I've got right back into, I fancy having another go. So I started looking for an acoustic and soon realised that because my wife goes to bed early, I'd probably be better off with an electric and not having a big amp, or just using a little amp through headphones for my own pleasure really. End of the day, I think that's what it's about. So anyway, I ended up looking through a lot of guitars on AliExpress, as you do, and soon come to realise that a lot of these you can get a good one, you can get a real bad one, and I didn't want to be in that situation. So I looked a bit further and I decided to get a reasonable make, but as cheap a price as I could find. So I ended up with this, which I love the colour. It's a Yamaha Pacifica. Yeah, as you can see, I haven't got any wires, anything plugged in at the moment. I'm just playing it as I would an acoustic, but obviously it's a lot quieter, which suits what I'm trying to do. So yeah, so very little sort of skills or anything, so any tips or anything like that, please chip in with them. I won't be offended if you say, right, load of rubbish, you want to be doing this or you want to be doing that. It comes down to personal taste at the end, how you find it easy to do it. But I'm up for any advice I can get at this moment in time. I've looked at a few people on YouTube, and I'll probably sort of sit and fiddle with them. One of the things I started off when I had an acoustic was this. So I'm still trying to do a little bit out of this, just because I know a few bits out of it. Not to play them, but to sort of, it's told me where some of the notes are and what have you. So I can't do much, but I can sort of find an A. Oh, by the way, I've got big hands, which causes a lot of problems. Yeah, so real numb. And the job I used to do was all sort of using your hands fairly closed up. So, you know, it don't go to stretching very well and things like that, but it'll come in time, I hope. So, yeah, I'm just about finding an A. Now, I did see somebody the other day playing an A using a little finger, so... Ooh, missing one. See, this is how bad I am. And a D. And I think that's a E. Might be, I'll have to look in the book. But this is a sort of range I'm at the moment. Also, somebody said do sort of spider walk, but you can laugh at me playing, looking at an idiot, tongue out and everything. Oop. The other thing is I've never used a pick on the acoustic, so it's, yeah, weird. I don't know whether I'm holding it right or what. I'm holding it sort of like that, so it more or less comes into me, but yeah, it's still a bit strange. Somebody the other day said try it with like 4 picks. Which seems to make it a lot easier because you know where you've got time to sort of react to it a little bit more. But with doing that, it also means instead of stretching that, I just slide my hand down, so it makes it a bit easier than what I think it's meant to be, because I think the idea is to exercise your fingers. So yeah, as you can see, I don't know a great deal. I'm going to keep it up, probably put a video on every couple of weeks or so, and yeah, see me progress, see how I do, if I do. You'll see all my frustration, you can laugh at it, you know, I'm going to laugh at it, so, you know, let's see how it goes. So, anyway, as I say, I've been playing and strumming with my fingers, not with a pick, so it's just weird. So, anyway, my book says McIntyre, it doesn't sound anything like. But it's got a couple of A's, then a couple of D's, a couple of A's, a couple of a D and then an E. No, a couple of D's, an E, an A, a D, an E. Yeah. it's beyond me. We have a go. So now, somebody I saw the other day said if you've got big fingers, try using your little finger on the your last three fingers on the strings instead of your index finger first. So I've been giving that a try. And it goes to a D, and it's back to an A. I trouble with me middle finger, trying to get it back into the middle of my little and my third finger, if you know what I mean. And I ain't got my glasses on either, so I can't read the letters, which would help. Might let me see strings as well, you never know. Yeah, so then we go to Oop, I'll be fitting my finger on the string. And that's supposed to be my looking day, believe it or not. Might do if I get sort of hang of it. But I do a little bit of different strumming before, but I've tried it, and yeah, until I get the chords right, it's just slow with everything, obviously. But there was a that's wrong. It was meant to be. Guess the tune. Oh dear. I do have a little plug-in amp box coming, all feed out to headphones, so you can change like some of the amp settings and things on that, like that. I may use some of that. I've been watching. Sorry, I can't remember his name at the moment. Next lesson, next time I'm on, I'll put a name a few of these people who I've been watching. But he's doing a electric guitar, and he's got some gain on it, bit of drive, you know. Sounds good, but it's like a first lesson, and like everything else, you've got to learn how to move everything. A lot of it's going to be a lot of hand exercise to get stretches and stuff like that. Any suggestions on that, please put them in the comments below. And yeah, hopefully you can help me on my journey. I'm going to leave it there at the moment. As I say, I'll probably see you again in a couple of weeks. Maybe earlier I might put a couple of shorts on if I've found something what I like, what I think is going to be a bit ideal. Didn't tell you too much about the guitar. It's a Yamaha Pacifica. It's a 112J. I didn't go for the V because another £100, and to be honest, I'm going to play it like this and through headphones most of the time. It ain't going to make a great deal of difference to me. I don't think. Everything body wise is pretty much the same. The pickups are different on the V, and you're paying another, I think, £100–150 for it, so it's just not worth it to me. If I did get to a position where I can play stuff like Peter Green plays in my dreams, it might be worth changing the pickups at some point, but yeah, it'd be a long time off. When I say play like Peter Green plays, I don't think I'm going to be capable of that. I want to play some of his tunes. I want to be able to play some things that he did, but to that standard, we all have dreams. Let's go for it and see how far we get. So that's going to be it for this week. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And as I say, I'll be back in a couple of weeks. Bye.